My mission became to absorb the Italian lifestyle into my palette, into my art, and into my life. Yoga, this is yoga with paint. When we came back from France, after 6 weeks of painting in France, I felt so joyful, and the feeling of working with the fresh new palette and all of the energy of it was just magnificent. And then I noticed that after a while, it began to dwindle, and a year later or 2 years later, it didn't feel as vibrant as when we first came home from France. The way that the color handles the energy up and down the body, and even the shape of my brush, I'm holding the squared off palette knife, but my paintbrush is the same, a squared off paintbrush, and my strokes are up and down or across in the same way that an energy worker would stroke energy through the body. This exercise is root to rise. If you want to paint along, you can. This exercise is really good for clearing all the chakras. We're going to do 6 sets of quads, and we're going to do 1 root to rise at the end. These are for testing. So we're going to start at the root, and I'm using alizarin crimson with a little medium. It doesn't matter what medium you're using. Excuse me, you can use watercolor, acrylic, or oils. These are oils. I'm going to get some good, and I'm going to keep it transparent. Okay. I'm going to do 1 root in each of the quads. I'm going to move over a little bit, warm it up with the cad red light. Warm it up a little more. Oops. Let's go back over here. This is very strong on my brush. Let's go over here and put this in. All right. I need to get this out of my brush, so I'm going to clean the brush off. So when you make your strokes, you'll notice I'm making 1 stroke, 1 or 2. If I go this way on the first one, if I make a second one, I'm going in the opposite direction. So it's 1 good size stroke. It's about a 1-inch flat brush. Indian yellow is also transparent. Let's get some. So you'll notice suddenly we're up toward the 3rd chakra now. And this is lemon yellow. I'm going to mix a little bit of this in with this. To jump over to the manganese. So there's still some Indian yellow over in this mixture when I put the manganese in. So now we're getting up toward the heart chakras.
stronger on the manganese. I'm going to try to get a stronger manganese on this one. And I think I need to clean my brush off again. It's getting a little, you don't want to carry the too much of the color forward. Let's put a little bit more of the manganese blue out here. My tube of manganese is getting, well, now there it goes. All right, so it's got lemon on the brush. I'm going to take advantage of the little happy accident here and mix that with the manganese away from. Also need some clean medium. This medium over here is all colorized. Let's just get this. See, we can go stronger manganese. Oh yeah, there she is. She's gorgeous. All right, and now I want to get all the remnants of the green out of my brush. Green is the heart chakra. This is the bridge. So the red, orange, and yellow, the first, second, and third chakras are the earth colors. These are all below the heart. This anchors your energy system to the earth. The heart is the bridge, and so we're doing that. We have, and we're getting at the top of the heart color because right here it's getting into the straight up manganese. Okay, this is the fifth chakra, and I wanted the manganese all by itself. Here, because this is such a gorgeous, gorgeous blue, and this is the blue that I discovered when I was in France. It just makes everything gorgeous. And then I'm going to jump over to the, boy, I hate to waste that manganese. Let's put a little extra over here just for good measure. And I guess we could mix a little of this with it. Okay, this is ultramarine with a little manganese in it. And then I'm going to go back and get the ultramarine by itself. Ooh, doesn't have much medium in it, but that's okay. She's pretty gorgeous. And now we're going to go back around the circle and pick up the alizarin. So we started with the alizarin here. And although the chakras in your body top out, so the manganese is the throat chakra, your self-expression. The ultramarine is the third eye. This is your intuition. And then we're going to bridge to the violet. And in order to get the violet, we're going to go back to the base chakra. This alizarin is a little bit below the base chakra, so the red is the base, and this is a little below the base. This is where the earth chakra connects to the spirit chakra. This is really important. Let's see if I can do this without making too much. Where am I going? Here. Purple. Purple. Really gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous colors. Okay, and all the way back around. Root to rise. Alizarin out the top at the third eye. Warmer on the first chakra, out to the seventh. Fully up into the first, all the way out to the seventh. Now we're getting up into the second chakra in here, and this is approaching that ultraviolet chakra, which goes beyond the seventh chakra. This comes back and connects. Some people call it an eighth chakra, whatever. It's connecting, it's going to connect to the primary chakra. And you just mixed that connection, and so you've blown all the way through all of the chakras. Now, oops, I shouldn't have wiped that out. Let's go back here and paint them back in the sequence. Actually, I kind of like that right there, just like it is. So that we have the gradations. Kind of fun to try to remember how we got there. Green. And really, you know, this is interpretive. So the chakras are really not like a Crayola box. This is much more interpretive than you might expect. Let's go back and get this one. So your wavelengths are going to vary day to day, moment to moment, month to month, year to year, because you are constantly vibrating and your wavelengths go up and down, and this is your ability to go with the flow and take in new ideas, manage stress, all of that. And so my interpretation of the colors today is not going to be the same as it is tomorrow. I'm constantly in flux, and so are you. So if you come back and repeat this exercise, you will have a whole nother set of quads on your mat. Now this is just a piece of junk. I've got something on the back of it. So keep them. You could even put the date on them just so that you have reference. But this is my French palette. I worked with only these 6 colors when I was in France for 6 weeks, and I stayed with that same palette of only 6 colors for 2 years after I got back. And what this did for me was clear my chakras and helped me harmonize myself with my art, myself with the earth, and all of my life. It's just beyond my comprehension at the time. So try it, have fun with it, and please leave your feedback in the comments. I want to see what you've done, and I want to hear how it affected you. How does it feel? Actually, now that I've been working with this palette for 10 years since I went to France, when I paint, I feel the colors in my body. So I stand in front of the canvas and my body tells me where to put the paint. All right, that's all for now. Bye.